Hi guys, let's go ahead and solve this question. Now, this question, the first thing that I want to do is to kind of simplify the column. So I see here that column A has 10 to the x over negative 1 over 10 to the negative 3x. Well, what I'm going to do is that instead of writing it like this, I'm going to write it, like as a division, and then I'm going to just put it this way. And then I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, but wait a second, I can actually say 10 to the x times, remember, you're going to flip this guy, 10 to the negative 3x, and then, the negative 1, you can put it here. Now, I can say, oh, okay, this is 10 to the x, or actually, we can put the negative right here because you're going to be multiplying it, times 10 to the negative 3x. Beautiful. Now that I'm here, I say, well, you know what? I can say that this is negative 1 times, and then, you can see that now you will have the same base. Awesome, because now you have 1 minus 3x is going to be equals to negative 2x, right? So column A is going to be minus 10 to the negative 2x. Beautiful. Let's go with column B. So I'm going to just eliminate all this. Cut. Awesome. Okay, let's use another color. Let's do blue. And I'm going to do column B. So I see column B is 1 over 10 to the 4x times negative 1 over 10 to the negative x. Now, I'm going to do the top and then the bottom. So 1 times negative 1 is just going to be negative 1. And then I see that when I'm multiplying with the same base, I can just add the exponent. So this is 4x minus 1 is just going to be equals to 10 to the 3x. Awesome. Now I have negative 1 over 10 to the 3x. Beautiful. Then you have to find out what numbers you can plug. I look at x as a positive integer, and this is where you have to be very careful because the more they tell you about the variable, then the less you're going to be picking the answer D, because I can build a relationship between column A and column B. I'm going to go ahead and say, well, if x is a positive integer, it's very specific, I say, well, that could be 1, 2, 3. Very important. 0 is not a positive integer. 0 is an even integer. So this is where they're trying to trick you. So I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to just pick the easiest one, which is just x equals 1. So let's evaluate both columns. So column A, I'm going to say this is negative 10, right? Negative 2 times 1, or negative 10 to the negative 2. Remember, in order to change this exponent, this is going to be equals to minus 1 over 10 squared. Beautiful. This is just going to be the same as negative 1 over 100. Now I have this fraction. I'm going to keep it like that. Let's do column B. Let's just pick it with B, blue color. So B is going to be, I see here that this is just positive. So this is negative 1 over 10 to the 3x. I'm going to pick 1 again. So negative 1 over 10 to the 3. And then this is negative 1 over 1,000. Now, here is the, little bit of confusing part that can get you. What I will do in these questions, especially since you are running out of time, you're stressed, and they're negative numbers, and they're trying to trick you. You already worked so hard. Let's just figure out how we can, make this easier. Well, you can make this into a decimal, but look at this technique. If I do negative 1 over 100, and I compare that, let's just make, put this blue, against negative 1 over 1,000, I do the Bowdy method all the time because the Bowdy method will give me the answer right away, especially when you have negative numbers. So 1,000 times negative 1 is negative 1,000. 100 times negative 1 is going to be negative 100. Now I can easily see that B is greater than A, and bingo, my answer is B. I hope you enjoyed this video, and there are going to be more coming. Thank you, and have a good day.